Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Welcome into the channel. I hope you're doing well. So what I want to do is I want to do a collective reading for the overall water signs, and I want to know what the blockage is in your relationship, okay? We're going to find out what their feelings are, what their intentions are. I kind of want to know what your intentions are as well. We'll close it out with an angel card, all right? So let's get into it. What's the blockage for the water signs in their relationship, please? What is the blockage? What's the blockage, please, for the water signs? Okay, you got 4. Other signs were getting 3 cards. You're getting 4, okay? So let's take a look here. All right, so as I always say, swap energies as you see fit. Just because I'm bringing up something that might be triggering, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily for you. It could be the blockage that's actually coming from your person. So keep that in mind. All right. So clearly somebody moves a little fast. All right. They're too quick to get into a relationship. They're too quick to want to get serious. There's some insecurities here. It's keeping someone in a holding pattern of moving too quickly. Okay? So it's kind of like they're stuck in the same cycle, and it's because of their insecurities. Okay? It's almost like someone needs to work a little more on their self-confidence. It's kind of like if somebody gives them attention, they're going to, go ahead and jump on that relationship, right? Rather than, sitting back, taking your time, kind of getting to know the person a little bit and, making sure that they're on your vibe, right? Making sure there's somebody that you truly want to, commit to. Just because somebody shows us attention doesn't mean they're the right person for us to get involved with. So, and what happens is it comes across as somebody who's just kind of settling, right? And it's just causing a cycle. So it's, I think what's happening is because somebody's moving too quickly, probably because they're a little anxious, what's happening is they get into these commitments and then they start to realize, okay, it's not really working. Maybe they're not quite who they thought they were. Maybe you find yourself kind of nitpicking a little bit, or they're nitpicking. You take that as it resonates. But it's kind of like the more time you spend with this person being serious, it's like their quirks, or maybe they're messy, or maybe they're not ones who want a family. Maybe you don't have the same religious views, things like that. It's kind of like it gets caught up after the fact, and it's just a cycle of constantly settling for the wrong people. Okay. So how do these people feel about my water signs? Oh, we had one card fly out. 2 of Pentacles. All right, how do they feel about my water signs? How do these people feel about my water signs? Okay. Two of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Mercury retrograde's coming. All right, so we're all going to be tripping over our words, all right? Don't judge, all right? It happens. Nobody's perfect. King of Wands. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, Six of Cups. I was told to look at that. Okay. So they're having some nostalgia about you, all right? They're thinking about you. Probably looking at photos on social media. Maybe there's some photos on their phone. So they're reminiscing for sure. I think they're viewing you as somebody who's juggling a lot of different commitments right now. Focusing on your money, focusing on, your career, your stability. Maybe you guys are focusing on putting money away for retirement. Some of you have taken leadership roles within work. Others of you are possibly doing a side hustle or getting a business up and going. So, they're reminiscing about you, but I think they get a sensing that you're just busy working on your money, right? Working on your foundation. I think they would like a higher commitment. So when I'm viewing it as them wanting possibly a higher commitment with you, could be the other party is the one that's a little insecure and gets into relationships too quick. So might have been a situation to where you kind of like backed off a little bit, right? And that's because, Two of Pentacles, you're busy. Ten of Pentacles, you're focused on work. You're not necessarily, focused on fly-by-night relationships. I think you're kind of looking for somebody who's a little bit more serious, who's a little bit more focused, right? You're looking for the one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think you're looking for the one, right? You're not joking around. All right, so what are their intentions towards you? Yeah, you busy. You busy working on stuff. I feel you. So what are the intentions towards my water signs then? What are their true intentions? Desperate? I'm in a bind and I don't know what to do. I may be acting irrationally. Well, yeah, okay. So that kind of goes with the insecurities, right? So maybe they're a little too desperate to get into your energy. They're a little bit too desperate to nail you down. Maybe you're not ready to stay with one person just yet. So if you're focusing on your money, maybe you're keeping your options open because you are looking for the one. So you're not quick to get into any relationships right now. Okay, anything else on this with the desperate? I don't know why I feel like I'm supposed to pull another one. Status. Social standing is very important to me. I'm only interested when you're elevating my image. Oh, dang. No. Ooh, that's not good. See, like I said, like I said, they feel towards you, like I told you, they see you busy. You're juggling things, you're working on your stability, and I almost feel like we have somebody who's desperate to ride your coattails here a little bit. I would be a little cautious of this person. Could be a fire sign or an earth sign. You know? Be mindful of that, because it looks like they're, clout chasers, okay? Which is probably why they are quick. Yeah, be mindful of that. So what are your true intentions towards your person? What are your true intentions towards your person? What are the water signs' true intentions towards their person? Oh, wow. Gift. I offer something from my heart. An unexpected blessing to brighten your path. Yeah, I'm talking to somebody who is the water sign that's gifted, okay? Water signs are extremely intuitive as it is, right? Each of the water signs has their own unique, right? You have the psychic, the one who's emotionally intelligent. You kind of get what's going on around you, and it's kind of like you are looking at helping to elevate somebody. You're already in this busy mode doing your thing, working on yourself, working on your foundation, and you're right. I mean, whoever has the opportunity to be with you, you would automatically be elevating them. You would truly be a gift. And here it says it all, where they're just desperate to, cling on to that status you have, that gift of intuition, knowing the right move to make when it comes to your money and relationships, right? You see the signs. You don't just jump into things, unless the risk, is calculated where you feel it's going to benefit. Give me one more. Plans. Seeing you as a priority to me. I want to make plans with you. So you're into this person, but unless some of you, I'm getting this inkling that because I'm doing this for each of the water signs, I almost feel like one of the water signs, now not all of you, but this is just, I'm getting for maybe a few of you, that you're dealing with a water sign, okay? Because it seems to be where someone is anxious to be with one person and the other one's desperate to be with the other. So I feel like some of you are actually dealing with a water sign where, I mean, you just need to be careful, right? To not move too quickly. Tell me about these insecurities. Give me 1 second. I need to check on my dog real quick. All right, water signs. Thank you. Sorry about that. I think he's ready to go for a walk. Tell me about these insecurities. Oh, I said the word. Now he's looking at me. I shouldn't have said the word. Oh my gosh. Tell me about these insecurities for the collective. Yeah, he's walking around like a shark. Tell me about these insecurities. Let's get a little more on this. So maybe you guys can get more of an understanding, because I feel like each of you might be dealing with water sign, not all of you. Yeah, there's the Six of Pentacles. Page of Cups. King of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, so the insecurities, you take this as it resonates on which side this is. I'm getting a sensing here that someone almost wants to mess with your intuition. Remember I had said to you, the water signs are intuitive, and you're clearly, one of you is doing fairly well, okay? Right? You're focusing on your stability. And I feel like, there's a little bit of manipulation. So it's like their insecurities are to manipulate you and to mess with your intuition so that you give to them. Does that make sense? Okay, so we've got Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Aquarius, Libra, Gemini as well. Yeah. It's almost like they want to manipulate you to mess with your intuition so that, you pick them, so you give to them. Right? Like I said, because I felt like some of you may have been keeping your options open, right? So the Six of Pentacles can also be sharing your time with others. And I think some of you have somebody who truly wants to kind of mess with you a little bit to make sure you give to them, because they're desperate to be part of that social status or the financial status, right? What you can do for them, right? Because here you were, you consider being a gift and wanting to make plans with this person, possibly. So some of you need to really be careful of somebody manipulating. What else? Anything else? Yeah, it's like in the staying stuck, like I said, I kept saying being stuck in a cycle. It's almost like they want you to stay stuck in a cycle with them and to not move on with anybody else if you are keeping your options open. What else? Six of Cups in the reverse. Didn't we have... It was at the bottom of the other deck. Right? Where is it? Here it is. There it is again. Remember I told you Six of Cups? I don't know if you can see that. Here it is again in the reverse. I feel like this is advice for you. So that if you remember me telling you, the Six of Cups was at the bottom of this deck where I wanted to know what their feelings were for you, right? And like I said, they were having nostalgia. They were, looking at pictures on their phone and, clearly really desperate to get into your energy and to make sure you pick them. I feel like with the Six of Cups coming out in reverse, this is advice. Move forward. Don't go back to the past. So if you're in separation, it's almost like it's saying, don't let this person back into your energy, because your intentions are good intentions. You're pure with your heart and your intentions. They're not. So Six of Cups in reverse is saying move forward. Do not go back to the past. So I almost feel like they're pulling on your energy. So it's like there is sort of a separation, or you're not talking, or you're feeling there's, emotional distance. And I feel like they're starting to pull on your energy with the intuition, the manipulation. We have Mercury retrograde coming up. They want a comeback. And you're being told to move forward, to not go back into the past. Okay. Let's pull an angel number for you. Let's get an angel number, please, for the water signs to close this out. What do we have for the water signs, please? Okay. 1122. Great shifts. Transformation, spiritual awakening, manifestation, unity, alignment, fulfillment, expansion. First, acknowledge the positive changes unfolding as a result of your hard work. Remember me telling you? It was obvious you were busy with the Two of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles, right? You were either, like I said, promoted, you're a big boss, starting your own business, something significant. Your hard work. So changes unfolding as a result of your hard work. Then open your mind to new possibilities and allow yourself to explore new adventures. Many positive shifts are on the horizon. The world around you is aligning with your intentions. Yes. See, remember I wanted to know what your intentions were. You are, to be a gift, right? you consider your next relationship to be a gift. You know, you have plans to make that a priority to you. The world around you is aligning with your intentions, supporting your growth and your dreams. So the universe knows what you want. They know you don't want a fly-by-night. So they're shifting things around. To bring better opportunities to you. So you can walk away from the past and not go back to anybody who wants to ride your coattails, use you for what it is you can give them. Yeah, I think that's what's happening is the universe is realigning things. They're shifting things for you because you've been doing the work. Your intentions, like I said, were pure. These intentions from somebody in your past is not. So they're aligning you to be able to meet up with people who are going to be better for you. All right. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated. If it doesn't resonate now, it may resonate, in the future. Like I said, we have Mercury retrograde coming up. You could start to see this person come back in your life. And maybe at that time, the universe is going to put a few other people on your path and it's going to help you to not put your attention back into the past. I think you're going to look forward to the future with somebody new. Somebody who isn't going to use you. Okay? All right. Much love in light and shadow because we're always working on it. Never stops. Talk to you soon.